Hello and welcome. Today's episode is about overcoming self-imposed barriers. These are the things that hold us back in life, limiting beliefs. You might even call it imposter syndrome. It's all about this inner critic that we have that tells us maybe that we're not good enough, that we're not worthy enough, that we don't know enough, or what would we be good at? What would we know? These are the things I want to talk about today because these are a lot of issues that can hold women back, especially in business. You know, you can get these inner critics in your head, and you've heard about the red dog, black dog. One's on your shoulder, and the red dog here, and one's here, and one's saying, hey, we can do this. I'm going to achieve great things. I know I can do it. And then you've got the black dog saying, who does she think she is? She's never going to be able to achieve that. What does she know about it? There's no way that you're going to succeed in that. And I know it's the same for all of us. And I want to share a few points today that might be able to help you, because it's about putting your mind at ease, that you actually understand that we all have an inner critic. We all have self-imposed limiting beliefs wherever they came from. They're there. And the best thing you can do in life is start to challenge these limiting beliefs that hold you back, because the more that you can challenge them, the more confidence that you'll gain. And, you know, this whole process that people go through of trying to break through their limiting beliefs and trying to overcome and push themselves outside of their comfort zone, what this does is helps you create more confidence. So the more that you actually push yourself outside of your comfort zone, even when you feel the fear, because the whole thing about a limiting belief, let me tell you all about it. It's really when you feel uncertain that these thoughts come into your head. You're in a position where it's something that you've never done before. You're feeling completely outside of your comfort zone, and you're pushing through some kind of barrier. And a lot of women in business can feel like this when they first start out. And it took me a long time when I first started in business to be able to create the confidence to think that I needed to trust myself, that I could make things happen, that I could, do this. I could overcome whatever was holding me back, the hesitations that I had to take these steps forward. And, it took a process of acknowledging the fact that I could do it. And that the voices inside my head, I knew that they existed, but I need to somehow shut them down. And the only way that you can do that is by pushing through and doing it anyway. And it's about recognizing the moments when they do come up. So for instance, if you have a moment when your inner critic is popping up and it's emerging, and it's like you're in a situation and you think, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can do this. You know it straight away. You feel it in your stomach. You feel sick in the pit of your stomach. And that is telling you that you're in a position where you're feeling uncertain, unsure, you're worried about. It's fear. It really is fear. And it's about becoming somebody that can be a gatekeeper in your mind. So just imagine just this part here, you have a gatekeeper, and it's about challenging the information that is getting through. So when you're thinking to yourself, I don't feel I can do this, imagine a gatekeeper just here, and it's challenging that inner critic. Do I really believe that this is true? Do I really believe that I can't do this? Do I really believe that I'm, hopeless or useless or unsure? Or can I actually get through this? So if you start to focus on having a gatekeeper here and challenging that inner critic, asking yourself, hey, is there any real evidence here that supports what is going on in my head? Well, no, not really. Okay, sure, I haven't done it before, but I'm prepared to push through and make this happen. And that is where, once you do break through your comfort zone, you learn to trust yourself. And when you can trust yourself, you start to become more confident. And when you have more confidence, a lot more things open up for you. You're not worried about what people are saying about you, what they're thinking about you. You have the confidence to be able to step forward and affirm what you want in your life. Be able to challenge these things when they pop up, that you know that you are a successful leader, a woman in business. So for instance, if you are saying to yourself, I don't know if I can succeed in this, I don't know if I'm good enough or I'm worthy enough. What if you came up with something and you just flipped it and you said, I am worthy of success in my life. I am a female leader and a business owner that's going to make great things happen. I'm a 6 to 7 figure income earner. Whenever I speak, people listen. People love to pay me for my product and my business. And I know exactly where I stand and who I am. If you start to flip that, you start to watch things change in your life, because you become a leader that is stepping up and is more powerful, and you know that you are succeeding because you are trusting yourself. So just a flipping of that can make such a difference. And it's about taking action despite your doubts. So true leadership is forging ahead and taking action. The more you step into the situation that challenges you, the quieter your inner critic will become. Okay, it will start to become quieter. And these things that hold you back won't necessarily hold you back anymore. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to push forward, because we all fail. We all feel the fear. We all are worried about what people think about us or whether or not we're going to fall flat on our face. We all feel that. Okay, everybody has that in them. They have that inner critic. But the more that you can silence that inner critic by pushing forward and making things happen, the better off you'll be and the more success that you'll have. So don't be afraid to push that inner critic aside. Make sure you challenge the information that's coming through and say, do I really believe this? Validate that information first. Challenge that information before you take that on, because that's where you'll start to get ahead, you'll start to succeed, and it's all part of becoming a successful business owner, a leader in your field, an expert in your field, and being able to have that confidence to know no matter what I do, no matter what happens, yes, I have some limiting beliefs behind this, but I'm going to push forward and I'm going to make this happen anyway. So I hope that helps, because I know that I was somebody that had a lot of these limiting beliefs that held me back, but I was able to push through so many of those things. And then you just take it to another level. So then the next limiting beliefs might come up in your next level, and then you break through those as well. But always keep that gatekeeper just here and challenge that inner critic coming in. And don't always believe everything that's there, because it's really just thoughts. And it's just self-imposed barriers that have held you back in the past, and you're not prepared to let them hold you back anymore. And I hope that helps. And if that does, I'd love you to share this to anybody else that you think would love this as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye for now. For tuning in to another episode of Harmony in the Hustle. I hope today's episode filled you with inspiration, gave you some tips you can turn into action, and helped you find a little more harmony in your life. If you've enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who could use a bit more harmony in their hustle too. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe so you can stay updated with all the upcoming episodes. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen. And until next time, stay in the harmony and remember, you've got this. See you next time.